Big Falls villagers are up in arms and they have called for the immediate removal of the alcalde Erino Hernandez. The villagers called a meeting yesterday where they agreed to remove Hernandez from his post. Reports are that several complaints in regards to missing monies have been lodged against Hernandez. Pablo Miss, the coordinator for the Toledo Alcalde Association, told us more about that situation.
We can confirm that there have been some reports received by the association, the Toledo Alcalde Association, with respect to concerns over the alcalde, the first alcalde of Big Falls. I want to state clearly that the Alcalde Association has established protocols in terms of how to go about removing and electing an alcalde. And in that instance, then written submissions need to be made to the Alcalde Association by the parties that are having issues with the alcalde. In the case of Big Falls, the association at this point can only say that there have been written complaints to the association, to the office of the association. Those complaints will need to be further considered by the association. The alcalde of Big Falls will need to be engaged in a conversation with the association. So at this point, that is as far as the association is concerned. So that's as much as we can share at this point.
What is the nature of the complaints?
Again, as I said, because this is it's very early in the investigation stage. I am not at liberty at this point. The association's protocol clearly established that we cannot discuss the nature of those complaints until the alcalde himself has had the opportunity to speak with the association on the concerns. Thereafter, then the association will then consider the way forward.
So, however, can you confirm that it has to do with money is missing?
I can only say that the complaints are very. There are several complaints and various areas. So it's not limited to one particular area. There's quite a number of villagers that have brought up concerns about the alcalde. But again, as I said, I cannot divulge the details or the nature of those complaints until we've had the opportunity to really engage with the alcalde in question.
According to Miss, there is a process that should be followed if the villagers want the alcalde removed. He told us that Hernandez and the president of the Toledo Alcalde Association, Alfonso Cal, are expected to meet.
Procedure is very clear. It's one that has been established and that has been used by the association. First of all, only the village at the majority of the village meeting can elect and remove an alcalde. So that authority rests within the community. Now, when there is a complaint against an alcalde, or when there is concerns about the office of the alcalde, what the process outlines is those complaints need to be put in writing to the president of the Toledo Alcalde Association. Once those complaints are received, then the association contacts the alcaldes that's in question. And if it had to do with the alcalde's court, let's say a decision, then the president requests the alcalde to submit his alcalde's court book, his or her alcalde's court book that's related to that specific case. When it has to do with the behavior of an alcalde, then the association requests that alcalde to come into a meeting and have the opportunity to explain him or herself and respond to the concerns put forward. Now, after considering the complaint and after considering the evidence and the explanation offered by the alcalde, the TA then will decide whether they need to go into the village to do and to conduct an investigation themselves. And the investigation can include speaking to other village leaders, speaking to other villagers, and when the need arises, also holding a community meeting, because only the community meeting has the fundamental authority for decision making. So only after all of that has been considered will the decision be made either to remove or not an alcalde. Again, as I said, the association then facilitates that process so that the community makes the right decision, or they have the information that's necessary to make whatever decision that would resolve the matter. So that's sort of the process that is established by the Alcalde Association. In the case of Big Falls, then, it is at the very initial stage where written complaints were being submitted as of yesterday evening.
Reports are that the villagers also want their elected chairman removed from that post.